Hi guys, it's Jamie from the JMAP podcast. It's another week without a upload, basically. I'm obviously joined with Matt, as always.
Hello guys, how's everyone doing?
How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
So I think we have a little bit of explaining to do. As most of you know, we haven't really been uploading the last couple of weeks. We've been working quite hard behind the scenes trying to make some changes and bring better things basically to the podcast. We've decided to change the name to basically a podcast. I think the main reason for that is I thought the JMAT podcast was a bit generic, and basically a podcast sounds better and it's, more I think it sounds like cooler. That makes sense.
Yeah, and with a lot of things, like as you guys will be seeing on YouTube with like overlays and stuff, we thought it would, like, this branding and stuff, it looks a lot more cleaner and nicer. But yeah, so we've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That's why we haven't released any episodes. We haven't slacked off. We really love doing what we're doing, and we've had some big changes, and basically, long story short, we've changed the name, and we've also brought someone new on. And if you guys have watched most of the episodes, 2 of the episodes we've had already have had this person in. So without further ado, welcome the third host.
Hey! Where the fuck is it?
How are we doing? Sorry, I realised that I had 3 buttons to click all at the same time. So what I was doing when you was talking was trying to set something up on my Stream Deck so that I would press 1 button, but I had like 45 seconds to do it and I couldn't do it in time. Then I panicked. I was like, click, click, click.
I'm panicking now. I'm going to lose my job.
Exactly, yeah. But
I'm not going to be on a podcast.
First announcement of me being here, and I've already messed up how I'm supposed to just appear. I had one thing to do, one job, right? It was just to appear. No, guys, I'm really excited to be on the team. Really, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it.
To me, I don't have team members. I have family.
Oh,
family!
Stop it.
Start calling me Shard.
I'm not calling you Dad.
Smooth operator.
But yeah, so the guys came to me and asked if I'd like to be part of the team. We had quite a lengthy discussion actually over a couple of calls about it. So I've come in. I kind of want to take the brilliant foundation that the guys have already got, and I just wanted to help them elevate it a little bit. So what we've really been working on in these last couple of weeks is all of the overlays, the design of the new logo, and merchandise for the store, which you'll find information down in the show notes down below. All right, so don't stress.
Amazing,
don't stress.
Guys. It's seriously nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, so we've been doing all of this. I wanted to sort of help make it look a little bit more pro, because the foundations were there and the podcast was great and it sounded good. I just wanted to help make it look as good as it sounded, and going
Basically,
forward.
We had everything we needed.
Yeah,
it was
and
just
more.
A matter of actually using the stuff that we had to make it.
Yeah,
what it should be.
You guys definitely needed to use more of your potential, because you literally had all the tools there and you were using them all. A fresh set of eyes has enabled you sort of find a different view of how to do things, which is great, which is what I'm really excited to be doing, is to help you with some of the background stuff, which means I get to help teach you some stuff. You guys get to help teach me some stuff podcast wise, which is super exciting for me. And yeah, so we've got some super cool guests lined up as well.
So can I just say, Spring came in and has basically taken like the admin role, right? For example, we have a OneDrive with about 70 million folders. It's so like, I don't mean this in a horrible way, Spring, but you are so anal when it comes to things like this.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
I am.
amazing. He's like,
It's
oh, yeah.
so good. It's so good.
It is because, like, you know,
Everything's
if we need
structured now.
something,
It's perfect.
if we need something, it's literally named in a file instead of going, oh, fucking hell, where did I put that thing? Fuck, I can't find it.
Yeah. And 100%. And I know those were the things that I wanted to help with, was like, in my day-to-day life, I'm not too good at it. With my content creation stuff, I'm relatively good at it. So having a drive for me meant that we've all got access to literally everything we need. We have work in progress folders so that we're not both, like, there's not two people working on or all three of us working on the same project at the same time. We've, you know, look, it's going to be easier to do scheduling and stuff. It's going to be easier to look at, right, have we reached out to this potential guest? Where are we at with that? The status, who's updated it last? We know who the point of contact is for literally everything. We've got all the social links there. Any of the, so if I'm not here one week, you two can both just crack on and get it done. If one of yous ain't here, we can both get it done. You see what I mean? So it just means it can happen no matter what. So if one of us is ill, we don't have to go, oh, we can't do a podcast because, you know, Spring's got all the crap on his computer and we can't access it. There's the plan is we literally have no excuse unless we decide we need a week off for, you know, mental health reasons, or like we're just burnt out, or we just need some time, or we're all on a holiday, for example, and there's literally nothing that we can do. It just means that we can still provide the content to you guys as listeners that and watchers, for those of you that are going to be on the YouTube. By the way, we're just going to plug the YouTube right now. All of the branding's going to change, so you'll be able to find us under basically a podcast on all of your major audio podcast platforms, as well as YouTube as well. The video formats will be going up on YouTube, so you guys can watch at your own leisure if you prefer to watch, and if you prefer to listen. I do a lot of listening myself. I listen to a hell of a lot of podcasts whilst I'm at work, headphones in, and that just means that, you know, however you choose, we're going to do our best to give you that. So yeah, things that we've been working on, the jumpers, obviously there's jumpers and mugs that are going to be up on the merch store. For now, we're going to be using...
It's already 3 on your screen now.
Yeah, and those exact 3 mugs are actually printed on the side of the mug. So it's mugs on mugs.
It's true. It's so true.
Mugs on mugs.
Every time you take a sip,
in fact, I may even change the design of that mug, and underneath us, I might just put mugs on mugs. Which would be super cool with the logo on the flip side. So,
mate, we should have a limited edition of mugs where there's 3 mugs, and at the bottom of it is just a picture of like one face, and you can collect all 3 and have
that would be cool.
Each face
That's
is
the new type of Pokemon cards.
We should
like have 4 mugs and mugs.
We could legit get each other's mugs, so we could drink. And as we're drinking, on the bottom of the mug will be somebody else's mug.
Yeah. Whose mug have you got today? I've got yours.
Even like on the OneDrive, they're called mug shots. I've even named them mug shots.
Also, can I just say, I cannot wait to get one, because I will literally be eating mug shots out of my mug that has a shot of my mug on it.
Nice.
And if I get a hoodie, I will be wearing that hoodie for the rest of my life, and it will be like walking out of my room because it needs a wash.
Fantastic. Love that. So down around the screen somewhere, there will be an image, hopefully, by the magic powers of post-production. There will be a preview of the hoodie that's going to be up on the merch store that is available in many different colors, as well as the mug as well. So you'll be able to see that here, just like that. And for those of you audio listeners, you can either hop over to the YouTube, all right, which you'll find the link to in the show notes, or of course you can just go on the store, which is also in the show notes. So for now, the store is just going to be springpeak.co.uk. There you will find a tab at the top which will have a collection specifically for the basically a podcast. That'll all be there. All right. There'll be a collection there. The 2 things are there. We've done it super fair. We've spoke about it. The markup is not, we've tried to make the markup as low as possible because it's not about the profit. Obviously, any of the proceeds we're split in 3 ways, and it means that we can continue to develop as well. So it's just a little way that you could support if you want to. Plus, They're absolutely, as you've already seen, killer jumpers, and they look cool as hell.
Like, so I know streamers, YouTubers, podcasts, they always say, oh, you should buy my merch, it's the best merch. Like, this is actually the best looking shit I've ever seen, honestly. I'm not saying that because it's ours.
It's
genuinely.
It's clean, it's tidy. That's the sort of look we've gone for. With the overlay, it's got like sort of a jazzy feel to it, and it's got like a neon-y feel to it, whilst also being quite simplistic. So it's a super cool sort of approach, which is why it took us so long to come up with the design for the logo and everything else.
Which, by the way, was made by ours truly.
Yes, we are.
That was Spring, by the way. I didn't actually say who it was.
Yeah, I mean, I did the physical logo bit. Well, we sat in a call. You know, we've tried to do everything so far where we are working together. Me and Matt we sat there for a while talking about stuff, just until Gibbsy could sort of jump in, and then once he'd jumped in, we then finalised everything. So it's gonna look really, really cool. We're not going to go for heavy editing on the YouTube stuff because obviously we want to try and keep it as raw as possible. If there's any moments that, you know, technical issues, they'll all be edited out, which the audio listeners won't know about anyway. So if for any reason you do notice a slight cut on the video format, that's purely because something's probably gone wrong, where our internet's gone down or something, and we're just trying to give you the best experience possible. But yeah, Matt, is there anything, what are your aspirations for this podcast going forward, say for the next 12 months? Where would you like to be? What, you know, who, I won't say who would you like to get on, but
so
Jesus,
I would love to get to a point where we could all have people that which is like, it's realistic, but it's still a challenge. You know, we've all got, you know, up in our heads or listed down like who we kind of want to get on and stuff. But I want to get us well known in the podcasting kind of industry, in the gaming sense. I want us all to get obviously known. I want to get a really good community of people, because I think with what we do and what we want to do, we're going to have such a good group of you guys listening. You know, it's, you know, with gaming and stuff, everyone has different backgrounds and everything, unlike things that people do podcasts on. And I want to take this far. I want to see all of us do well, you know, with it. I hope we can all end up help it. You know, doing this podcast is going to help us out with our Twitch streaming and stuff too, and content creation, which we all want to, you know, hopefully pursue, you know, maybe even full time, but, you know, at a better
level.
At a better level, yeah. But yeah, I just want to improve everything and just take it as far as possible.
Do you know what? So, are you finished? Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Just quickly, what I would like to do is in 12 months' time, all of us sit in a call, maybe for like a YouTube video, or meet up and do it and react to this.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
To see if we're, you know,
an end of year recap is something that I definitely think we're going to be doing in the future.
100%.
As you can tell, just by the way we're speaking, we want this to go, you know, we don't want this to be a 6-month fad. Like, we genuinely want it to go as long as you guys want it to keep going for. And if you don't, tough, it's probably still going to be out there. So, it's literally...
you can't escape.
Yeah, so I am really interested to see in 12 months' time what our individual growth is, how much more comfortable we are in just doing the podcast in general, you know, how much more efficient we are, and how we all take on our individual roles and how those roles might change. And, you know, I'm excited to teach you guys stuff. I'm excited to learn from you guys as well. So I'd like to see, you know, by the end of the year, what have I learned from yous and what have yous learned from me? See what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool to see. And I think that will come across both in audio and video format as well. People will hopefully see. And by that time, I might even have behind me sorted out because I would have got around to doing it. And this will all be black, and there'll be acoustic panels and some cool shit going on. But yeah, that's we were doing it earlier, just looking through some of my old TikTok clips, and it was just it's nice to look at your own progression, because sometimes you feel like you haven't progressed very far. And I'd like, especially for you guys as well, because you started all of this, right? So I want to see your guys' reaction to how far you have come in the next 12 months. That's what I'm excited to see is the evolution of you two guys as well. I'm not as fussed about my evolution. I'm more interested to see your growth than I am my own personal. But as a team, I think we're gonna do well for each other.
Yeah.
I don't really know. The thing is, I've always been the kind of person that tries not to think in 12 months I want to be here, because then if I'm not there, it really it kicks me in the nuts type of thing. But like, if a future, whenever it is, I spoke about it earlier, I would absolutely love to have the ability to be able to like either hire out a studio or like hire something where we can make it our own type. That's where I'd quite like to be, so that
it's definitely a long-term aspiration goal.
You know, it would just be interesting to see where we go. I think it would be quite good, you know, to meet up every now and again and do something with it, you know, as like a special treat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like a little IRL update, whether we pop that on the YouTube. It's not in the same format as this. We just get together, you know, grab a beer and a bag of chips or something. You know what I mean? And just chill somewhere. And I could be coming down your way later on in the year anyway, so that could happen.
Yeah.
Well, I usually take a holiday once a year, not too far from you. So it's definitely something that can happen. Yeah, it's definitely something that can happen.
But Matt only lives around the corner from me, so we can bomb it down and see you. But you know, obviously, I would like to say a huge thank you to one individual who has supported this podcast from day one. Always has messaged me in the last 2 weeks saying, "When's the podcast out?" And I've said, "Not yet." And he literally sent me a selfie of him looking like he was about to cry, genuinely. He is a big supporter. I know that he'll continue listening until fucking however long it goes on for. And that is Peter Fergood. We really appreciate all the support you've given us. And I know that's only one person.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, massive.
He shares it everywhere. He tells everyone about it, you know. And it just means a lot for us to see that, because even though that's one person, it's still quite a big boost.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, thank you to everyone else that watches or listens. You know, you've not spoken to, so I don't know who you are, but you know, thank you for all the support. Thank you for Spring for doing what you've done and joining us. And you know,
it's the least I could do.
We brought him in to make it better. But the last episode we had you on, where we just chat shit, basically, I felt that it was probably the best episode we've had without a guest. Makes sense? Because we just bounced off each other, and there was hardly any silence.
It felt really natural.
And I messaged Matt,
100%,
you were
straight away.
You were just like destined to be part of. Like,
yeah.
And it was at that moment I didn't realise I was part of the team. Like, you're mine now, right? You're mine now.
So yeah,
fantastic,
thanks everyone, and sorry for not uploading, but it's for a good cause, so I'm sure I hope you can forgive us and move on. We've got so many guests confirmed, so many guests that we're on the edge of getting.
Yeah, some of them are literally a case of we haven't contacted them, but they're people that we either know relatively well or things like that. So we have a good feeling that they're likely to be all but confirmed.
That we've got 2 episodes that have been confirmed that are going to be amazing. Like,
3.
3.
There's 3. Look on the drive. It's all there.
I am actually on the drive. Whereabouts is it?
In the guest list, right in there. There's 3 names up there.
Oh yeah,
that are confirmed, and they're good ones. And they're
I
good ones.
really dislike odd numbers.
We'll make it 4. I'll get on the blower tonight. We'll fix it. Just phone the
we
Queen
say
and ask her.
how
right?
many like weeks
Queen Liz.
worth
Yeah.
we've got, just to reassure, because we have. Can we say how many weeks worth? Basically, yeah, basically like more than 6.
Yeah,
That's more than
we've
that
got
lined up.
more than 6 weeks lined up with 3 confirmed for definite, and another 2 are pretty much all but confirmed.
You know, we were sat in a call earlier discussing things, and we were like, "Oh, we need to try and get this person on." And Spring's like, "I made that happen." It's not about what you know; it's about who you know. Contacts. That's actually why we've got Spring in. We don't actually want him here.
Yeah, they
He
just
knows loads of famous people.
they just want me for my Rolodex. Right?
Yeah,
That's all we want.
basically.
But yeah, just before we close that, Matt, is there anything that because this is just going to be a short one because purely an update for you guys and keep you guys in the loop. But yeah, is there anything you want to add?
Just definitely, if you're watching this from YouTube or even if you're listening, check out all of the new things we've updated, so like socials and everything, because you don't want to miss out. We've planned, you know, we want to get doing clips and you know all that kind of stuff, and you know merchandise and all that. So please, just if you've got a bit of time, check it out after you finish listening or watching.
Spring is basically graphic designer, podcast member, social media manager, guest manager, and me and Matt just turn up.
It's not quite that. I'd also like to point out I do none of those as a profession. Purely a hobby. I'm not amazing, but we get by.
Which is a bonus because we don't have to pay him.
yeah. We'll just bring him in, and then he feels like he's been paid in kind. It's all good. I expect the toe pics in my inbox by the morning, boys. All right.
Mate, you are gonna get all 10 of them. I'm telling you.
Right.
All 10.
All
Jesus.
All 10 toes.
Jeez.
Yeehaw!
That's some good money. That's some good money right there. Right.
Yeah.
So, Gibbsy, where is the best place to find you? Should anybody need to contact you for any reason at all?
I am on Twitch, obviously, Gibbsy J. But I've also have got a Twitter, which I don't remember the Twitter handle.
You didn't realize you had.
No, right. So I don't really use social media for my streaming stuff.
So the best place to go is to twitch.tv/GibbsyJ, and on his Twitch, he will have links to any of his other socials by the morning.
Twitter is actually at the Gibbo Show, but obviously that's not my name.
Yeah, there we go.
That's not my
Matt,
name.
where's the best place to find you?
I don't know. You're holding it. I know.
He's teed him up.
Basically, this is a long story, but basically, when I made this username,
Just call your handle. We'll handle the rest.
You just say your handle, please.
So just add me on Twitch. And I've got all my links are there. So it's twitch.tv/official crew with a zero.
I don't know why this has become such a meme, but it has.
Can we
You can't escape it.
If we do start streaming these on Twitch, can we please make that some sort of alert so he goes, so it's official crew with a 0? Please.
I mean, there's no
good.
reason at all why we can't turn that into an emote.
Yeah, let's do it. I think we're gonna have to.
I'm so gassed for this.
Yeah, fantastic. And as for myself, you can find me 4 days a week. So that's Monday, correction. That's Tuesday through Friday, 8 p.m. till late and 6 p.m. till 10 on Friday. Over at twitch.tv/springpeak with an underscore. That's PEAK. I've got an underscore. You've got a 0. Gibbsy's got the J. And and obviously here,
no one's perfect, guys.
we can't be perfect because Twitch wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, exactly.
With 2 B's.
Yeah, Gibbsy J with 2 B's and a big fat J. We're sorted. And the best way of supporting the podcast, of course, is to share it amongst your friends if you enjoyed the episodes that are going to be coming up in the future. If you want to spread some hype around this announcement video, we're looking to hopefully upload Fridays. Is that correct? Yeah. That is about right. Yes. We're hoping to try and get our uploads done on Fridays rather than Mondays now. The reason for that is it gives us more flexibility with our guests. So keep your eye out. Fridays. basically a podcast on all of your major podcast applications and on YouTube as well. And yeah, have a fantastic week. We'll see you next Friday. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.